Alright guys, so we're back. On the last build episode that we did the two faces of the castle here. Now I think I'm going to move on to the buttresses. And I did mention that we did need to do the interior. I don't think I'm going to do that on this episode. Really don't feel like messing with interiors right now, especially when there's so much work on doing just the outside of the keep. So I'm going to kind of keep working on that, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. We'll start with these 6 buttresses, and then I'll kind of keep you guys up to date on progress in between those. So just stay tuned, and we'll keep on moving. Alright guys, so just wanted to stop. Haven't even started working on the buttresses yet. Had a bunch of trees in the way, and just wanted to throw this out there. Joe's trees are the bane of my existence right now. And any builder that builds on this server, because as you can see here, they're not just like straight log trees. There is wood incorporated in so many different parts, and this is super annoying trying to get all of this out of here just so that way the leaves will dissipate. Just kind of want to throw that out there. This may take a minute, so I don't know how much more I've got. Let's see here. I've got to get rid of this one, got to get rid of all of that, the ground down there, and then I may have to remove this one and possibly a couple of these. We'll see. I don't know why these aren't dissipating. Maybe it's just being really slow. But yeah, I just kind of want to throw that out there for anybody that's interested in the builds. These things take forever, so I'll just kind of show you the inside of this one, for instance. So we'll just go straight down. Ha 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 ha. Boom. Cool. Now I gotta get rid of that and all of these, because now they're just like randomly floating. And this one's actually gonna be relatively easy. This is a pretty small tree. But as you can see here, there's just wood galore. Getting rid of all of this it's just so time consuming for just removing a tree. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna keep doing this, and I'll see you guys at the next scene. Thanks. Alright guys, so I've got both sides kind of figured out as far as like a general layout. Now I've actually never built a buttress to this scale, so I have no clue how this is going to turn out, what this is going to look like. I'm kind of just winging it at the moment, and then just kind of feeling it and just rolling through. So hopefully this turns out well. A little nervous about it, but you know what? We can always change it later. But we're just going to kind of keep rolling with it, and of course I have a feeling this is going to be a bit of a project on this. You would think it would be simple, but I just want it to look the best possible. You know, stuff like this I've done before, so it just comes naturally to me. But we're gonna go ahead and get this going here, and then see if we can get this, some more curve into this, and might do some more at the bottom, and then as far as like in the center between, once we get these kind of detailed, may connect them, some small arches here as well. But we'll kind of see how that goes. I'm gonna go ahead and start working on that, and then we'll go from there. So we'll see you guys on the next scene. Alright, so moving on, I've got the interior part of this kind of filled in. I've got a good bit of an outline going now all the way down to the bottom. Still got a lot of shaping up to do, but I do have both sides of this done. And then on the next part, it looks like we should be going in and doing the shaping and adding the detail in, so it's going all the way up. So I think it's starting to look pretty good. I have a feeling that I might be doing these outside portions the same color as the roof, just to kind of match that in, but we'll kind of see where it goes from here. So we'll see you guys on the next part. Alright, so finally making some progress here. Went ahead and added some color to the outside textures here. Looks like while I was doing it, a couple extra blocks popped in, but we'll get rid of those. I think it's just right through here. I actually just now noticed those, so kind of a good thing I was recording, huh? But like I said, we added some color to the middle part. I was originally going to do it on the outside, but I thought if I did it on the outside, it would just be too much. And then I'm going to add some blocks here to kind of smooth this off, so that way it doesn't have that huge just boxy rectangular look to it. And then maybe add some extra color in here with some cobble. I'm not sure yet. But it looks like the build's almost complete. Just got to get these outside parts here finished up, and then it should be done, and we should be able to move on to the next part of the build, which honestly really needs to be the interiors of these towers, so that way I can just check that off the list and get that done with. Once we're done with that, we're going to be moving on, probably finishing up these walls here, in between the buttresses, and then just kind of finishing this whole section off. We need to get this done here as well. And then I might do some texturing to the roof. And what I mean by that is just adding some depth to it, adding a few extra blocks, kind of raising and lowering the height a little bit, so that way, it's not so flat. It has kind of a not so much asymmetrical look to it, if that makes any kind of sense. But we're going to go ahead and continue on, and I will see you guys here in just a few minutes. Alright guys, so we've got a finished product here. The buttresses are for the most part finished. Might be a few textures I might still go back up and add in at the end, but for the most part this is finished, and I think it is actually looking pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty nervous about this build in the beginning, but it turned out to end very, very well. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments. Please let me know what you guys are thinking on this, and we are also going to need to finish just basically adding some final textures into the bottom down here, some broken pieces and whatnot. Again, this is a decaying building falling apart, and then in the end what we're going to also have to do is go and destroy some of this, so make it look like it's falling apart. We could take off an entire chunk of one of these here and then have it completely laying down at the bottom. We still need to do that as well to the two towers here. We're going to leave this one alone. I've already hand built these three. We're going to copy that one and we're going to paste it into place on those other four over there, and then I'll just retexture the roofs on that. So we need to finish punching out the holes in those, and then we can move on. I'm hoping next episode will be the interior on the two towers here. I think we're going to do some barracks, maybe a small mess hall. But other than that, we are going to go ahead and wrap up this episode. So until next time, this is Obi signing out.